In Rocket League, it is often the most simple things that cause us to lose games and therefore prevent us from ranking up. So in today's video, we'll be breaking down some very simple mistakes that you are probably making in your own games, which will pretty much prevent you from ever reaching the higher ranks unless you eliminate them from your gameplay. And real quick, before we do get started, if any of you are interested in having one of your own replays analyzed, make sure you do check out my Discord, which is linked down in the description, as I do offer free coaching through there. Okay. Right here, this is where we're gonna first talk about recognizing the position we're in and not going for something super aggressive that we don't have to. So, you're racing for two things here, because number one, we obviously have the ball rolling up the wall, and number two, we know this guy's low boost, and we also want this corner. What I'm seeing in this position is if you try to commit super hard for this corner boost, what's going to happen is more than likely you're either going to face plant directly into this wall, you're going to get tripped up with this guy, or you're just generally going to have a very, very slow recovery out of this. You already can tell that this guy wants this. So when I see this, I don't need that boost. I have 49. That's fine. That's plenty to play with. So in this position, rather than fighting for this boost that I don't really need, I'm basically going to say, all right, cool, man. Yeah, you go have that boost. That's great. While you're thinking that I'm racing for that and you're going to like do some kind of weird flippy thing for it, I'm just going to keep driving. And then as you pick up this boost, I'm just going to demo you. And then you'll be out of the play here and I have a free ball up the wall. So don't get baited into racing for these boosts, especially if you're not the one that needs it. Recognize that they're trying to get it and utilize that information to make a play on them, because that can often put you in a far better spot than if you had just stolen this boost. Because even if you win this, like, you're still not in a great spot. But if you had gotten that demo, you'd have a free ball on the backboard and a very easy pass out into the midfield to your teammate. And then you're going to show them how to successfully score a double tap. That's a gorgeous shot, honestly. The one thing I will caution you on, and this works at Champ. It's great. I guarantee you, if you take this same shot at GC, this is getting saved every single time. Because that is easily to the backboard. Pyro 100% should be able to get this. He just doesn't. And that's just because Champ 1s notoriously are very bad at backboard clears. This should be a save, though. The reason you should be careful about this is because, let's say you're playing higher rated players and they do save this. So you're now flying through the air using all of your boost. And if this guy gets a clear out this way, and then his teammate turns and he recovers smoothly, you've now basically left your teammate alone in a 2v1 while you're very, very slowly recovering from this area. And now your teammate has to buy a ton of time while you're trying to figure out how to get back as quickly as possible on zero boost. So be careful with these all-in plays. Try to only like full-scale commit for them when you know you have an opportunity. And it's not going to turn into a counterattack for your opponents. Instead of going for this musty, because you see that guy's right there ready to play the backboard, there's nothing wrong with just controlling the ball and looking for a 50 against this guy. Because the longer you stay in possession of the ball, the longer they have to wonder what the heck you're gonna do. Because if you're still in possession, you still have double tap, you have straight air dribble, you have flip reset, you have everything. The second you bang it away like you do with the musty, your intentions are clear. The ball's going here. All he has to do is get to that, which is pretty easy. So the longer you can keep them guessing, the better off you're going to be. And if you bait them into a 50, more than likely it's not going to be great for them. And because you have this teammate right here, if you learn to manage your 50s properly, you can take this 50 and drop it directly into like this area. Because this guy's just going to scramble straight back here probably, because that's how Champ 1s rotate. And then this area is probably just going to be wide open. So that's another option if you want to keep the ball under a bit more control, and keep your intentions hidden for a bit longer. This is fine as well. That's an open net miss. So with this, as you go up the wall, you should hopefully have seen that this broke off. I don't know who broke it, but you should have seen that. Your teammate also probably said something about it. Because of that, you should know that there's no one back here, because like I haven't seen an orange car come into my vision other than this guy this entire time. So all I need to do here, as soon as I see him flip like that, I know this is just a completely free ball. I'm just gonna put the left side of my car right here. on this area. And I'll just roll it that way, and that's a wide open net. So just be aware when that net's open. Make sure you actually take that opportunity because you should be up 3 by now. But instead we go to the corner, and now both defenders are back. And now things are going to get a little awkward, and here's exactly why you don't overcommit with mechanical plays. Yeah. So does your teammate dive in when he probably shouldn't? Yeah, I would say so, but also you're not doing a whole lot of good here either. This is definitely I feel like going for a flip reset. I'm just gonna force this into this play, even though I'm not in a position to actually do it. Because even if your teammate's not here, he's still gonna be in a 2v1 after this, because you're literally just flopping this ball forward at about 2 miles an hour. And it's just gonna be completely free, so... Yeah, that's exactly what we mean when we say don't overdo the mechanics. I think this is one that you should probably actually try to do something with. And this is all about understanding where the opponents are. As we move up the field here, I know this ball is bouncing off the sidewall somehow. I don't necessarily know if it's going to bounce out, bounce down. I'm not exactly sure. But as I'm moving up, like I know I'm still going to end up, somewhere around here. I'm going to look at these guys because I want to know where they're going. And you can see this guy is just already flipping back to the corner. So with that in mind, I need to see, okay, so one's going back to the corner. I'm beating the other one to boost. Okay, great. So I have a completely free ball here. So now the question is, where can I play this ball to be as effective for my team as possible? It's a little hard to catch this because you're a bit far away, so I don't think that's really an option. But if you just go for the shot here, this guy's just gotten full boost. You're really far away from the net. It's pretty easy for them to save that. With full boost, it's not going to be too much of an issue. You could try to hit this ball directly sideways to your teammate who's over there, although that probably gets cut off. What I think would be the most beneficial play is to try to bang this ball up to this area of the backboard, because that should bounce it out like this-ish. And then while that's doing that, you'll just let your momentum carry you forward to this guy, who's going to be, like, meandering this way after being like, oh gosh, what the heck is going on? And then you can demo that guy. And then that just leaves that other guy who's coming back on 0 boost. It will put your team in a very advantageous position, and your teammate who's just gotten full boost on the other side of the field might be able to jump on in, because Pyro is not exactly in a good spot to play a ball that would bounce off the backboard. But your teammate is starting to come on in for it. So, yeah, because I think you might have gone for a pass there across the field, and your teammate was just too slow to reach it. So instead of going for that direct pass that's kind of lofting over the midfield, going for a hard touch off the backboard can often make life very difficult for your opponents, because it's a lot harder for them to read where it's going, especially coming over their shoulder like that. This is fine. Free ball. Nice catch. Control. Okay. So, I think you're inviting in a 50 when you don't need to here. So you have full control of this ball. I don't necessarily hate the idea of you just trying to bait them into something. The problem is you're going to showcase to them pretty early your intentions. So, you're up the wall. The second you make that jump, your car is pointed upside down with that jump propelling you downwards. So to these guys, all they're going to see is you falling away from the ball. And the ball is all the way up here. So they're like, oh, okay. I guess we'll come into challenge then, because there's no way you can right your car correctly when you land on the ground and set yourself up for a good challenge here, because you're now just floating this entire time. They actually take a lot longer to realize it than would be advantageous for them, but if they were faster, they would already probably be jumping for this, and would just have an absolutely free clear. So if you want to bait in the 50, just try to again maintain possession in the air so that they have to still try to figure out what exactly you're trying to do. The second you make your intentions clear, life becomes a lot easier for the defense, because they don't actually have to figure out what you're doing. They can just play off of the trajectory of the ball as it slowly floats down to the ground. Okay, this is again moving around the field too quickly, and yeah, whoa. there we go. Okay, so first of all, we got 86 boost. All right, 86 ball goes to the corner. Sure. Do you need that corner boost right now?
No.
Cool. Hey, don't do this. You're so far away from the play now, and now you're about to use a bunch of this boost to go all the way back across the field. And then because you're so far away and you're rushing across the field, you're not going to be able to kill your speed in time. So then the ball falls out and you're like, all right, well, I'm already here. Might as well go. And it's like, oh, well, this isn't good.
Yeah.
This is a problem. So yeah, this is 100% autopilot. You're like, the ball is loose on our side of the field. They can't really do much. I'm gonna go get boost. That's like the autopilot thought of the day. Yeah. You can swing out that direction. I wouldn't go for the boost, but I would like drive out, you know, like this and just swing it slightly outside this. All driving normally. I would not be going supersonic. And then as I get here, if I see this bounce, I'm probably still going to turn back this way, mainly because my teammate's not actively on the ball. I don't really know who's going to win this ball, but my teammate is not actively on it. So I'm just going to wait because, yeah, here comes this guy. So I'm just going to chill around here. And now, okay, this ball comes here. I'm just going to be here. Because, like, if I'm up there, like, what exactly am I doing? I'm kind of forcing myself into a position where I have to go for the ball, because if I don't, like, it's just going to be boomed over my head anyway. If you're back here, you're just waiting, and now it's like, oh, hey. Well, this is fine. You can just watch this, and now you're just already here to make a play. Instead, you're all the way over there on zero boost, and it's just super awkward. So, ideally, more often than not, you really don't need the big boost at any point. You can survive most games just by picking up the small pads. And doing so will allow you to stay significantly more involved in the play because you're not running out to the far ends of the field to get boost, to immediately use it to get back into the play that you just left. Hey, whoa, where are you going? No, don't do this again. I know this is tempting. I know this is tempting. You get so lucky that they don't shoot here. Oh my gosh. Literally, I looked at this. The only reason this guy can't shoot is because he turned the wrong freaking way in the midfield. Yeah, he goes infield rather than towards the wall. If he turns towards the wall, he's just slamming this thing directly into your net. And you're just like, nah, this is a good time to get boost. That's fine. Don't get baited. Yes, I know you're low. It sucks. We have to realize, okay, this isn't great. Immediately right now, just get like 2 pads. That's all you need, like 2 pads. Even 1 is fine. But I would rather there be a presence in the net who can make a save, as opposed to just hoping that their champ wins and they suck. So, let's see, because you're also, like, pretty starved for boost on your half as a whole, but I know for a fact that this one's here. Yep. Get this one at least. As you come across, don't turn upfield. And if you are going to turn upfield, grab this one. Because if you turn upfield, you could have grabbed this one, and then maybe you can sneak this one as you turn back, but realistically, you probably just grab this one and then turn this way and wait. Here, yes, you're only on 12 boost. Yes, it sucks. But if a shot comes in, you can probably save anything because you can pretty much reach the crossbar on 0 boost, so 12 boost would be no problem. Alright, take the catch here. Yep. Okay. I think you, again, just didn't expect them to challenge. And realistically, at this point in the game, this is all about recognizing time and score. So we got a 1-goal lead with 21 seconds left. I don't know about you, but if I'm on the orange team right now, I'm about to get a lot more aggressive in my challenges. And they've also been very aggressive this entire game. So with that in mind, if I roll this ball up the wall, I am 100% expecting someone to be coming to challenge. So I'm not just gonna, meander my way up there leisurely. I'm gonna go. Because all I really want here is if I can get a boomer clear downfield, we're probably good. Because they have to then re-corral the ball. That's fine. We can go ahead and fake challenge and force them to flick things. And we can generally probably run out the last 20 seconds. We just want to get this ball out of our half. Initially, if we can do it with control, great. But, like, if we just go fast here, we're going to have a clear. And it's going to be pretty good. But instead, we kind of just putz our way up there and then just get hard blocked. And the ball literally drops right to the other opponent just because we didn't go fast enough for that ball. So don't nonchalantly approach the ball, especially towards the end of the game when you're winning, because your opponents are going to try to force out plays that drop into advantageous positions for themselves. As you guys can see, it is incredibly crucial to consider the position you find both yourself and your team in as you're moving around the field. If you understand what is going on in the game as a whole, you can make much better decisions that put both you and your team in a better position to be successful. So make sure in your own games you really think through what you're doing and make sure the decisions you're making are the ones that will allow you to truly be effective. Of course, thank you everybody so much for watching. I really do appreciate each and every one of you who made it to this point in the video, and I do hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you did, make sure you click that subscribe button right down below so you make sure you don't miss any future Rocket League content. Additionally, once again, if you're looking for some one-on-one coaching of your own, or perhaps you just like to be a bit more involved in the community we're building here, feel free to check out that Discord, which is again linked down in the description. And as always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. See you later, guys.